Hey guys, today I'm going to break down this look that you see on my face right now. This is very similar to what I did for the bridesmaids at my sister's wedding, and a lot of you guys were like, tutorial, please do a purple pretty tutorial, which purple is my favorite color. I feel like I've done a few purple tutorials, but this has a more pink feel to it. It's a little more romantic, a little more midsummery, kind of just fun and flirty, and I love it. And I actually ended up using this very affordable palette from Wet n Wild. This is the Petal Pusher palette. It's $5 for all of these colors in here. It's amazing. I love it. I thought it had a very similar feel to the MAC palette, which I used on the bridesmaids, without the $40 plus price tag. And they're not exact, but I did come up with this look, which is very, very similar. So let's hop to the tutorial. I'm going to talk you through all of my tips and tricks, and thumbs up if you want more tutorials like this. Thanks, guys. I'm going to start with a priming mist, just all over the face. This is from Urban Decay. I really, really like it. It reduces redness, minimizes the pores, and you can use this before or after makeup. Then I'm going to move to this Magic Nude liquid powder. I have found that using a brush to apply, a synthetic brush, works best with this foundation. Also, I normally would do eyes first when I'm doing a darker eye, which is, we're going to use a lot of color today and, you know, play around. I normally would do foundation after, but because this is kind of a powdery foundation, I really like to blend around the eyes. And you can really interrupt your makeup, obviously, if you do that after you apply shadow. So we're just going to start with foundation, and we'll do concealing underneath the eye after we apply eye makeup. I like to apply a little bit of balm while I work elsewhere, and you know, when you get to your lips finally, then your lips are nice and hydrated, and lipstick just tends to work a little bit better. So I'm taking this Magic De-Crease primer, which I actually really love so much. I reviewed this in a Hot or Not recently, and you know, it works really well. I do really like it. I'm going to take a tapered blending brush from Sigma. This is the E35, and I'm going to use Naked 2 from the Naked Basics palette and just kind of define my crease a little bit and create an outline for where we're going to be applying brighter colors. You want to press a little bit harder in the crease, and then you can release a little bit of pressure and go really, really light and lightly kind of create a gradient up towards the brow bone. This is just going to soften the color upward and really blur things out. Taking the E45 brush from Sigma, this is a small tapered blending brush. I'm taking Faint from that same palette, just getting on the outer corner and about halfway through the crease. So you can see I'm kind of blending on the lid and then getting and accenting up into the outer part of the crease. Now I'm going to take the E25 brush. This is just a blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of blend everything together. Really lightly. I'm not using a lot of pressure at all. And now for the fun. I'm going to be taking this beautiful pink shade. It says to use it on the brow bone. I would not use this on the brow bone. This is the Petal Pusher palette from Wet n Wild. I'm taking a synthetic brush that's intended for concealing to kind of lay the color flat on the lid. This is the F75 brush, and you can see it just concentrates the color gorgeously right where I want it. I'm just pressing this lightly about halfway through the lid, right where that brown tone kind of peeks through. I don't want to go all the way over here, but I don't just want to be on the inner corner. I kind of want to drag the color through and match it up. Now going back to the tapered blending brush, I'm going to pick up just a tiny bit of this lighter purple right here, and I'm gently going to pull it through the crease. Taking the small tapered brush, we're going to go one step down to that darker shade and just kind of put it right on that outer V. Taking what's left on the brush, I'm going to tilt my head back a little bit and just get right where the crease meets. And go back with your blending brush and blend again. You could stop right here, but I'm going to show you what you can do by taking just a tiny little bit of color on your finger and creating a real gradient ombre effect with all of these beautiful purples. So I'm going to take this shade right here that says Define. I'm going to put it on my ring finger, and I'm just going to pat it right almost on the outer corner. And it's just going to give just a little bit of that purple pop. Go back in with your blending brush one more time, except for this time we're going to slightly use circular motions and a really light touch over the lid. I'm going to curl my lashes. Once I'm done concealing, I am going to be taking a black liner and throwing it in the waterline just to really add drama to this look. You could skip it altogether, but because I'm intending on doing something really intense in the waterline, I am going to balance it off and still aim to keep things feeling really soft by using a brown liner on the top lash line. And I'm just going to use a thin line. I'm not going to wing it. I'm just going to put this very close to the lash line. So now we're back to the face, and I'm kind of doing things in a weird order today, but there is a reason for everything. I'm going to be concealing under the eye. I'm using this brightening concealer that I just absolutely love from Complexion, and the Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to quickly throw this under the eye and brighten things up a little bit. This will also add a nice little highlight. Take some of the excess down the nose, on the chin, center of the forehead. What a difference concealer makes. It just changes everything. I'm taking this ginormous large powder F20 brush and Dermablend, which I'm still hooked on, and I'm just going to dust this all over the face just to set everything, lock everything in. Now that we've set the face, we're going to go back to the eyes. We're going to throw on some mascara, some liner, and do the brows. You may be wondering, why on earth did you not just throw on your mascara? Whenever I am using loose powder, I feel like it can get caught on your mascara and dull the intensity of it, so I like to do my mascara after I powder. When you do good makeup, it's all in the details, so the more intense I can make my mascara look, the better. And I don't want to use false lashes for this look. I want it to look intense but soft at the same time. So I am going to use two different formulations of mascara. I'm using the Mally Volumizing, and then I'm going to use YSL's Baby Doll. While that first coat is kind of drying, I'm going to take Soap&Glory's liner in black, and I'm going to throw it in my waterline. You can always blink really hard when you apply black liner to your lower waterline, and it'll actually transfer it to the top, lash line, so you don't have to kind of apply the liner up there as well. And there you go. It's a much more intense look. Again, optional. And I know I totally blink into my mascara, which is it's weird. I don't know when I started doing this, but it's just how I make my lashes look really full and thick, and it just works for me. But if you are not comfortable with that, which most people aren't, you can just start at the base of the lashes and just kind of wiggle it up, and you'll add a lot of volume that way too. I still want to highlight the inner corner on the bottom lash line, so I'm taking a highlight pencil. This is from Urban Decay, and I'm just going to kind of throw it on the inner corner there. And I love it when I hit this point because it's like the look is finally coming together. Let's define the brows a little bit. I'm going to take Brow Wiz from Anastasia, brush through with the spoolie side, and just help the arch out a little bit. I'm going to contour just a little bit. I have this really fun kit from It Cosmetics. I'm going to take this tapered kind of dome brush and just very lightly in the hollows of my cheek. I'm not going to go down too far. Just right there and right here. I'm going to take some bronzer. This is a cute little sample bronzer that I got from Sephora from my 100-point perk. And just dust it all over the face. I'm almost using this as a blush too. I'm just kind of dusting it everywhere. I'm going to take a little bit of blush. This is from Physicians Formula, and just really rosy up the cheeks. This is such a romantic look. summery romance look. This will kind of give you a nice illumination too. I'm going to take Sin, that waterproof pencil that I used on the inner corners, and I'm just going to kind of get right in the center to bring light there and make everything look glowy and full and really pretty. I'm going to set it all again with this same setting spray that I used to prep my skin. And voila, I am done. I'm going to finish my hair and I'll be back with the completed look. And here's my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys. Mwah.